What's up, you guys, and welcome back to J Ransom TV. Today we back with some more Invincible Season 3. It's Rift and the Guardians. Mark and Eve decide to try out this relationship thing. Um, Oliver, I don't know, he might enjoy fighting a lot. Like his Viltrumite DNA, caveman DNA kicking in. And he values life differently from other people. He he's thinking like a Viltrumite. And Debbie is dating someone. But yeah, um let's get into episode 4. Let's see where this goes.
You wanted to come, Rex.
Yeah, but I'd forgotten how boring this is. Come on, let's go get a drink.
We need groceries. No one's gonna cook for us anymore.
I hate a
What did
nigga
you
who
guys do
opens shit in the
before,
grocery
back
store.
on Teen Team?
Hmm. Well, Eve still lived at home. Kate kept to herself. I stole Robot's credit card number, and I lived off delivery pizza, ramen noodles, and black coffee. I almost got scurvy once. Oh,
I wouldn't be quite so proud of that.
rock and roll star, rock and roll lifestyle, you know. Oh, what about you?
My parents had me on an engineered diet since before I could eat solid food. Weird that a girl who could shrink had to watch her weight.
So, you're actually gonna make us dinner tonight?
I'm gonna try. Is this a zucchini or a cucumber?
I didn't even get that far.
I don't know what a normal life is like.
Cook?
No, but that's what the internet's for.
Come on. I bet Robot's credit card still works.
You don't have to eat it.
And you don't have to make it.
I want to make dinner, Rex. I want to buy groceries, prepare a meal, and then eat it. You can either help, or you can... I don't know, go do something else.
She wants to try normal stuff for once. Now that they're not in like a...
Rex.
Huh? Ha! Parmesan cheese. I like cheese. How about I'm in charge of that, okay?
You want to be in charge of cheese.
Hell, I'll take butter too. Ooh, and milk. All the cow type stuff.
You mean dairy?
Whatever you want to call it. I got it covered.
Of course, anytime you try to be normal, you gotta go be a superhero. But yes, I was saying she want to try some normal stuff now that she's not. She's still committed to being a hero, but she's not fully in. She's not fully committed to like all the time, and like she don't have those expenses, those luxuries she had in a Guardian. So she want to try doing normal stuff.
Fascinating.
I'm glad you're impressed.
And I like
So
that
it
he
just blew up when you grabbed it?
It was spying on me.
heated up a cookie.
Oh shit, so someone knows who you really are and where you live?
It's worse than that. They know about my family too. Hey Rudy, wouldn't this go faster with your undivided attention?
This is about analysis, not attention.
And it is not the only pressing issue on my plate.
Don't do that. It's creepy.
Yeah, that is kind of creepy.
Whoa, what happened to you two?
Don't ask.
You can't tell me anything about it.
It's of Earth origin, and it's extremely sophisticated. That's all.
You should be careful.
Sorry.
Whoever made this has significant resources at their disposal.
Significant resources, huh?
Shit, I know that look. Tell me you're not about to do what I think you're about to do.
Back in there again. Mark, you're not helping your case.
What are you doing here, Mark? Other than costing taxpayers millions of dollars and assaulting a government institution. You know that's a felony, right? Might even be treason.
You know exactly why I'm here.
Do me a favor and pretend I don't.
You're spying on us again.
Whatever that thing is, it's not ours.
Don't lie to me, Cecil.
If we wanted to spy on you, you'd never know it. Maybe think about that the next time you decide to punch your way into the Pentagon. Well, that was a terrifying way to start my morning. Jesus, look at this mess.
Mark, you gotta calm down, think for a second, like for real. Like, why would they be
What do we do if
so?
Mark decides he doesn't believe us?
We hope to hell that doesn't happen. Besides, it's the truth. But
Like,
We are spying on the Graysons.
yeah, but not with this Donald.
yeah,
I'd
like,
really like to know who is.
why would they be so blatant on it? Like, it's obviously spying on them. How did they figured out Oliver has powers, but like, they wouldn't be so obvious with it. Shit, Nolan didn't even know.
Shit. Sorry I'm late.
Hi, stranger. I thought you forgot about our second first date.
This
I was
rescheduled
busy
date.
committing treason. Tell you about it later.
You know, I thought this would be weird. Not just a date, but like a date. But the weird thing is,
That it isn't weird?
yes,
Feels natural.
exactly.
Oh, did I misread that?
No, you didn't. But please tell me that's not a glowing portal opening up next to our table.
You have no idea how much I wish I could say that.
Them again.
It worked! We found him! I told you all that research would pay off.
Seriously? You guys again?
Invincible, you have to come with us right now. It's life and death. There's no time to explain.
Nice one.
You know these jokers?
They stole the Declaration of Independence when I was busy saving Rex.
Oh, you remember us. That's great! I'm not sure it is. I'm Dropkick, and that's Fight Master. Despite our awesome names, we're not looking for trouble. We need your help.
What? No. You guys should be in prison.
We had a good reason to steal the Declaration. Millions of lives were at stake. They still are. We're from the future.
You have 10 seconds to explain.
We need you to help us overthrow our king. We saw you before. We realized all the stories were true. You're the only one strong enough.
What are you even talking about?
Also, if it's a time machine, can't you come back later? Or earlier?
We only have enough power for this last trip. You have no idea how many people died to make it happen.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to the future with you. If that's even where you're from. You're lucky we're on a date, or I'd be taking you both to prison.
Mark!
Well, try it the aggressive way.
Where the hell did you take me?
We told you! The future!
Take me back. Now!
But you're already here! We'll prove we're the good guys. And if you help us, we'll give you back the Declaration of Independence.
You two better really need me.
It's the only way they can get you there. Where'd you store your suit at, Mark?
You just have that on all the time?
Hey, you're already on thin ice, buddy.
That's what I was wondering.
Hey. Was that me? Why'd I look so miserable?
With time travel, it's best not to ask those kind of questions. For a while, the legends say his brain worked better back then. Then something changed. We don't know what happened exactly. It was before our time. And slowly, he went mad.
So did that drone come from the future? No, because I think it was in space. He was looking at, I don't know.
Prison for dissenters? Then it got much worse. Senseless wars for no reason. Automatic factories churning out his royal guards. Entire nations punished and forced to survive without power or technology. When he personally took 10 cities off the map for resisting? That's when the rebellion was born. We tried to stop him, but he was too
Damn.
strong. We even built a time machine. I built a time machine.
Your king is super strong, almost impossible to kill, and has ruled for hundreds of years?
Yes.
Is he a Viltrumite?
We don't know what that is.
Yeah, they wouldn't be alive that long.
How can I help?
Oh, thank you. Our next step should be to make some noise. Careful. That ought to get some attention.
Why?
Citizens, you are in violation of the King's curfew and subject to immediate imprisonment and/or execution.
These are normal robots, right? They're not, like, sentient or something?
No. They're the Royal Guard. There's millions of them. They enforce the King's madness on the people. But before you...
You said I don't have to hold back then.
Man, they're not tough, but there's millions. It's gonna take a while.
No. We don't need you to fight them. We actually want to be captured. It's the fastest way to see the King.
Oh, well, you should have said that.
What was it? Cecil somehow managed to survive and put his reign. I don't know. Use Viltrumite. I don't know what I'm talking. Is it Mark? No, but he wouldn't be that old. Just because he hundreds of years.
Okay, asshole. Whoever you are, it's over.
Oh, it's immortal. I forgot about him.
Immortal?
Only one man alive knows me by that name. Is it really you?
You're the King of Earth?
Mark Grayson. You finally came. Thank God. It's been so many years since you left with your family. I wasn't sure I'd recognize you.
I am not the same Mark you know.
Left
I'm
with
from,
this.
I guess, the past.
You look thin. Weak. Have you been sick again? I thought they found a cure for you.
This isn't about me. What are you doing? Are you hurting people?
You left me no choice. It was the only way to bring you back. I didn't want to do it, but I had to force your hand.
What are you talking about?
I'm not a Viltrumite! You shouldn't have left me in charge! You're the Emperor! You should have known it was too much for me! Especially after so long!
So he went to another planet?
I left you to rule?
Don't act like you don't remember! All of this is your fault! I didn't want the responsibility! I was tired!
Immortal, I know you. Work camps? Killing innocent people? Wars? That's not who you are.
The man you remember is dead. But I didn't receive that privilege.
Is this about Kate? Did she die?
Kate? I don't know that name. Is that the red-haired woman you...
No, not Eve. Kate. You just got engaged. In the past, I mean.
I've had hundreds of wives. I've outlived everyone I've ever loved. Do you know what that does to a man? Century after century after century.
Bro, those stories break me up.
Of course you don't.
Anytime someone outlives people they're close
the
to.
lucky one, the gifted one. Your family could endure. You need to repay the debt you owe me. Whether you want to or not. That's why I set all this in motion.
What do you want me to do?
End my torment.
I can't. I'm sorry, Immortal, but I can't stay here, and I'm not cut out to run the planet.
I want you to kill him.
That's not what I meant.
No, just quit.
A king cannot quit. He must fall forever. Kill me, and the power will return to the people. It's the only way for humanity to rise again. This is what I want, Mark.
Look, maybe the me that you know would kill you, but I don't do that.
You left me here. You made me into this monster. How many more must die because of your mistakes?
Oh, you gonna have to fight. And this is a mortal who have a lot more training than you, Mark. I know you.
You will kill me, whether you want to or not.
You like a year in with your abilities, right? A year and some change.
Will die.
Just throw yourself into the sun.
I mean, you're still stronger than him, but
Suicide is a coward's escape.
again, he had more time fighting
Stop.
against all kinds of enemies.
Let me help you.
I've fallen for your lies before. They're always the same. I'll prove to you who I've become.
Wait, Stop doing this.
There's only one way to stop me. One way to end this.
This is
forever.
tough. But yeah, he lost his mind. All his loss.
What kind of man lets others die because he won't act? This.
Just go wake Mark up.
Wait, please.
Enough.
Just go make Mark fight differently during the invasion.
I didn't know it was gonna be like that, but thank you. That must have been hard.
Don't thank me. Please don't thank me for that.
It's what he wanted.
So? That's not a reason to kill someone.
He hurt a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. But he saved a lot of people too.
That's not enough.
He's dead, okay? Just shut up. You gotta keep all his parts separated, or he'll just come back.
The king is dead. His reign is over. Authority is now transferred to the people.
That was his Zero Requiem.
Well, at least he did that before he died. It's been a long time coming. There's just one more thing you need to do.
What? Where can I stash my clothes? Hey.
Got him? Okay. Hold on.
How did
It's
you...
all connected.
Oh, it really was time travel. Did they actually need your help?
Yeah. I just... Eve, am I a good person?
Of course you are. What happened there?
I saw the Immortal. It was awful. He'd lived too long. He killed people, enslaved the entire planet. And I had to stop him. Forever.
Oh my God.
He wanted to die. And it was all my fault. I left him in charge of the world. I messed everything up, Eve.
Do you remember how we said the future version of me wasn't me?
Yeah.
Well, the future version of you isn't you either. Whatever that was, it wasn't our future. Not anymore, at least.
This is a
And if
touching
you
moment.
ever
I don't
turn
even know what
into
to
a
say.
giant world-conquering dick, I will kick your ass until you're back in line, okay?
Have you ever loved? We should go again. Don't be down when it's yeah. I'll be your man. Oh man. I'll be your man.
What?
This is dumb and way too soon, but I love you.
I don't know if it's dumb or not, but I love you too.
I'll be your
Wow, this episode was short as hell. Okay, that's hot.
And so, dear audience, we once again turn our attention
Oh,
elsewhere
it's doing
to
the
give young
Alan
Mark Grayson
episode
and Samantha
shit.
Eve Wilkins the privacy they deserve.
It makes it seem like it's over early.
At this very moment, light years away, Alan the alien sits in a Viltrumite prison cell. These shackles cannot hold him. These walls cannot hold him. This prison cannot hold him. For Alan the alien has grown very strong indeed. But still he waits. Because Alan the alien has a plan.
Goodbye, my friend.
Finally.
Alan the alien, locked down, but not out. But
Okay.
first, a brief recap for those of you with short attention spans.
No, I didn't need a recap.
After that, his executions were put on hold.
These guys are really bad at their jobs.
You need to leave.
We have been over this 1,000,000 times. I'm not going without you.
This is different now. Soon my executioners will arrive. They aren't like these others. They're Viltrumites. They will kill you.
They'll kill you too. So here's an idea. Let's break out of here before that happens.
No.
Come on, man.
You miss your
If you're on
wife?
our side,
Time to go.
We can win this war.
I'm not on your side.
What about your kids?
I'm not on anyone's side. I disgraced my people. I betrayed my family.
Oh my God, this again.
I abandoned
cannot take
my
this
sons.
anymore. Why did they not use a
I
bigger
committed
laser?
crimes against everyone and everything I hold dear.
So make it right. Forget your people, unbetray your family, and help me, Mark, and whatever that other kid's name is, stop the Empire.
No.
Oh, come on! Then I guess we will both just die together.
I guess we will.
They had reached an impasse, and Alan and Nolan waited for their death to arrive.
Because he said, called him Fran.
You abandon your mission to subjugate Earth, but that is only one
He was
of
waiting
your
for
many
him to say that.
crimes.
That was a signal.
Desertion. Unapproved
I mean, it was a
breeding
step.
with an inferior species.
The only signal he could hope for, I guess.
Murder. Treason. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Let the ritual continue.
May you die with more dignity than you lived.
Crap, I thought I'd have more time. Oh, hey guys! No hard feelings, right? Why should I have all the fun?
Battle Beast. Where are you, Battle Beast?
but there is a party going on outside. Do you want to bring the punch?
Who possesses the courage to dare free Battle Beast?
That would be me. Sir Beast.
This party you speak of, will there be opponents worthy of my strength?
Yes. I mean, absolutely, yes.
Viltrumites?
Oh, man, yes. We definitely got them.
How many?
This is getting very specific. There's like 3, but one's a pal, so hands off him. But the other 2, they're fair game.
Fair game. This term pleases me.
Hold on, Nolan.
So did he get captured on purpose just so they could like force him to fight in like a coliseum or something?
We all know the stories of the great Nolan.
Or he was just waiting to go back to Viltrum to fight all of them.
Conquered. What sickness could have changed you so?
Maybe it was in him all along. We should investigate his lineage in case the rot goes deeper.
Yes! Check it out!
The 3 best friends that anyone could have: Nolan, Alan, and Battle Beast.
Worth death.
Answer me!
Yes. And I'm sad you'll never understand.
I could have sworn this was the execution room.
Deceiver! You have no honor. You promised me a glorious battle, yet the only worthy opponent I see here is you.
Whoa, hey, hello? Let's just, how about we just calm down?
He go punch through the wall into the execution room.
So, it is now obvious to me that was a dumb thing to say, and you don't really do calm. So, I apologize. Hey, Nolan! Any idea where you are? Nolan!
Feel the vibrations.
Wait!
Choose your last words.
Sorry we're late. Man, you look terrible. Did you guys do this? That's not very nice.
I told you to go.
You should have listened to him.
Balby's about to fuck y'all up.
Long last, my thirst for battle can be satiated.
Forgive him, he's a fan. He's been really wanting to meet you guys.
Long have I waited for such a worthy challenge. I will savor this. And if this conflict brings about the end of my life, I will savor it all the more.
I'll kill you for that.
Is that a promise?
Hold on, we'll get you free in a sec.
I said go.
I hear you, but I'm gonna do this anyway.
So you're the special Unopin.
I mean, I don't like to brag.
Okay, they made this one. Never mind. I'm sorry for calling y'all just grunts.
Looks like I'm going first.
I think he did this on purpose. He wanted Nolan to fight. I think he wasn't expecting to get hit that hard though. After tanking a Nissa.
Hey, man, did you get a haircut? You trim your mustache? Did you style your mustache? Get up!
You disgrace yourself again!
Ooh, movement. Okay.
I Knew you had it in you. Oh, shit, I hate these guys.
We said, where you going, buddy? This is dope. Fatality.
Yes, I want to high five you or something because we won, but that was super gross, so it kind of feels inappropriate. You see that other Viltrumite or our furry friend anywhere?
Not since you took the fight outside.
Maybe he bailed, but then, what happened to that Viltrumite? Mummy must be around here somewhere.
For someone who almost died, you recovered very quickly.
Yes, I did, all thanks to you, buddy. Getting in there, saving my life. Way to go, man. Okay, maybe I let him work me over a little more than I had.
Yeah,
he could have killed you.
Oh, I know, but you needed the motivation. Look, I still wish you would join our cause, but if you don't want to betray your people, even though they are psychopathic murderers, I get it. I just didn't want to watch you die.
Why?
We did time together in the big house. That makes us friends now.
No Viltrumite would do such a thing for another.
I mean, you would. For Debbie and Mark and that purple kid you told me about. And for me.
You can't.
Okay, I'm gonna need a little more to go on then.
I thought it was just like, oh, they failed, so fuck them type thing. What's going on Viltrum?
There are fewer than 50 pure-blooded Viltrumites left in the universe. This is the Empire's most closely guarded secret. It's also why we can beat them.
With their story now told, and Nolan and Alan finally free and ready to join the war against Viltrum, we turn our attention back to the Grayson household, where Mark and Eve are happily enjoying each other's company.
I hope you're using condom, buddy. You know, the Viltrumite sperm
Mark?
is potent.
Are you home? Mark?
Hey, Mom. What's up?
I thought I heard something. Why is your door locked?
I'm not dressed.
All right. That was season 3, episode 4 of Invincible. Pretty bigger episode. I didn't expect the prison break to happen to like season 5. I know the evasion's coming this season. Just because of who they cast. They cast I don't know who he plays, but I saw when I saw they casted Herman Trout, I forget his first name, from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I was like, I already know who he's gonna play. The big baddie who's coming. So yeah, I was not expecting it to happen to like episode 5, and then invasion happened in the last 2 or 3 episodes. But yeah, Mark and Eve. Well, first off, Mark having I forget his name. What is Robot's real name? I forgot. Having him analyze the spy drone, and he said like, well, I can't figure out what it is because the explosion It was the explosion was dying to like not leave any trace. Basically, they were thorough, but it is from Earth. So Mark just like, all right, it has to be Cecil, which understandably so. But like, yeah, Cecil's spying on your family. But again, you're not helping your case with. You just proving Cecil right. Like, bro, you can't just come in. Now this dude, he got things installed for extra protection, like speakers with the sound in the halls. Uh, the stop Mark. But yeah, it's just yeah. Of course, you have every right to suspect Cecil spying on you, but he wouldn't be that obvious with it because again, Nolan didn't even know people were spying on him until uh it was time. Till his secret got revealed. That's where he focused and like, oh, there's a house across the street. And but before then, he didn't know Cecil was spying like that. And then, excuse me. Why am I forgetting names? I hate that I'm forgetting names. What's her name? Rhea? And let me see. Rex and I said Rhea. Rex and Ray are at a grocery store. Rex like we could just order out, or we could like we don't have to do this. We could pay someone. She's like, I want to do this. She want to try to cooking for the first time because apparently she just had a strict diet since she was a child. Like I think last episode we learned, or episode 2 we learned like I think it was episode 3. We learned that her parents just like the moment they learned she had powers, they just like abused that. Like, all right, you got to do this and this and this. You got to take these courses on defusing bombs. You got to do this. You ain't having a normal life no more. You're a superhero from a young age, so get used to it. So we learned that she couldn't even like eat like a kid. She was just on this crazy diet from jump. And it's just like, yeah, so it's just like this show hammers home being a superhero is not all that glamorous life all the time like people think it is. They didn't get into this status like immediately to go through like Amber being ignorant like, oh, I didn't know superheroes had to learn to use their abilities. Like, duh, just it's not natural. It's like a baby had to walk. But yeah, it's just like, damn, she don't know what it's like to even cook her own food, or like she's just on a strict diet until she got into the Guardians. But yeah, even then, when she was in the Guardians, she still had this like lavish life. Because stuff was being paid for her, and she didn't have to. But she wanted to try. Again, this is just like I was talking about before. These normal aspects, these human aspects of a superpower individual. Like, it isn't all glamorous and like, yeah, that stuff is cool, and I'm sure it feels good to save people. But at the end of the day, they're still normal people. They have these normal emotions. They want to do this stuff and that stuff, and this is why I think it's important for superhero shows and movies to show these aspects, not just the heroism, but normal moments like, oh, they didn't forget, like, oh, this is second first date. Mark and Eve, they're trying again because it got ruined because of stuff that happened. They're trying again, and even the moment when Mark was just helping, he was like, "You wash, I dry" with his mom, the dishes. I like that moment. Uh, Even the moment with the villains, the who was robbing the bank last episode. But yeah, we go to Mark and Eve date. wherever they at, and I don't remember, they hit punch or something. Dudes from the first episode, they find Mark, tell him they need his help because he tell them they're from the future, and Mark just not having it. You know, Mark just not in the mood to listen this season. He's over it. He's over listening to people. He's like, get out of here. I'm on a date. You lucky I'm on a date because you would be in prison right now. He's not believing this future thing and like, I don't care. And then they try to guilt trip him into it, like, oh, we heard stories about you, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, well, I guess you're not who I think I am. So they use the force away. They ram him into the portal. And like, hey, we can't get you back. We used all this juice to get here. Lives were sacrificed. And we learn this is centuries in the future. It's ruled by a dictator. Setting all these curfews and labor camps. And we learned it's Immortal. Immortal went crazy because all the loss that happened with him. Because he's like, yeah. Apparently Mark left him in charge when he went off Earth. Because Mark is an emperor now in the future. And Mark left him in charge of the planet. And he was like, that's too much for me. I told you couldn't do this. And it's like they apparently become good pals, but I think so. Immortal did all this to get him back to Earth so Mark could kill him, but he don't know. He just not understanding. It's not the Mark he knows. He's just like, oh, apparently Mark gets sick, some rare illness, like he get a virus like Goku at some point. But yeah, I think he's saying, yeah, he didn't remember Kate. He was like, listen, I had many wives. It's like been so long. And it's crazy because the dudes who brought Mark there, they didn't even know what a Viltrumite was. When Mark actually like, wait, he's been alive all this time as a Viltrumite. He was like, what is that? But yeah, it's understandable because so many lives came and went and probably lost. So the Viltrumite War is over, most likely. And then last time they seen the Viltrumite, Mark was probably gone already. And so all they know is Immortal. And then it's funny, the reason why they stole the Declaration of Independence because they heard a rumor like, oh, this is hidden inside the ink. It was this hidden thing to kill Immortal. Like, that's pretty funny. But that was probably just made up stories in like labor camps. Like, oh yeah, I heard it from a guy who heard it from a guy who heard it from a guy type thing. But yeah, I think that he just went crazy because not just losing all his loved ones because yeah, he's immortal, but his family that he probably had are just humans as well. So he's losing everybody he cared about. And then, like I said, it shows where people live longer than their friends and family. That always give me like Blood Plus. Like have you ever seen Blood Plus? Saya goes to sleep for hibernation for a while, and then her family around her grows up, and it's just like when she wakes up, they're older, and it's like, oh, that ending just made me sad because I don't know how long she gonna sleep, and then he's guarding her. I think it was her brother technically, her step brother or adopted brother. I don't know. He's guarding her nieces, and we don't know how long she go sleep. And it's just like he's already adult, and then like, bro, he gonna be like an old man when I don't know. Those moments always get me. Whatever time travel evolves, and they see like even interstellar moment type stuff. I'm like, man, this is sad. So I feel vampires like vampire. Anytime vampires like you see like, oh yeah, it's when they date a human. Like, well, you're gonna grow old or this or that. And then, but Immortal remembered Eve because he was like, wait, is that the red one? So whenever he put whenever he put Immortal in charge, I'm guessing she was still alive somehow. No spoilers in the comments. You people are out of control. Like, I don't know why y'all want to spoil people, because you guys act like you were fans of the comic beforehand, but as soon as season 1 happened, or when you start season 2, that's when you started researching comic books. Because I know your algorithms got fucked up when Invincible was popular. Because all I was getting was recommended, like when I would watch reaction for Invincible, I was getting recommended like, oh, this. I would have to hurry up and get out of the home page because it's like, oh, care to know what happens to an Invincible? How different from the comic? It's just a whole bunch of Invincible lore. It's like, motherfuckers, none of y'all was reading Invincible. Y'all just like, oh, this show is really popular. Let me do my research and make a video. Now I'm sure like it had some fans because obviously the comic book sold something. Robert Kirkman, it finished, so it must have sold something. But like all of you supposed historians of Invincible just came out of the woodwork, and same with the boys. I'm like, you guys are so phony, man. So no fucking spoilers. But yeah, I think if Mark stayed on Earth, to like be with him, at least he'll have someone who could live with him. Because I think Viltrumites eventually die. They just live a long ass time like elves. But Immortal, at least he'll have someone to like, live his life with. Like a friend. Because if he wanted to like, I don't know, he would need like someone who lived almost as long as him to be okay. But yeah, it's just all that loss something does to your mind. Not just from war, but just old age. Natural causes. Like, you always see people, well, not always, but you see a lot of times this media where someone lives longer than the other one, how they don't want to get attached to people anymore. But yeah, that sucks. And there's like, Mark don't want to kill so bad, but he's like, all right, I got it, because Mark was given no choice, but he's like, I don't want to, and it just like, he felt bad seeing him like that. So we had this great moment. They continue to date when he gets back. We had this great moment in the show. Margaret Eve again, just those human moments. Whatever normal to them because they're super power people, but they continued to date and had a good time, and a very good time by the end of the night, And then we go to Alan. The breakout happens. We do a real recap, and Nolan's still saying no, he don't want to break out. Like, he's going to live with what he did, his betrayal of his people. And I was like, well, we're just going to die together. And, again, Alan could have broke out any time. But he waited till... I think if Nolan was okay with dying, he would have been fine with, like... If Nolan said nothing... and his execution happened, Alan was like, alright, I'm out. But the fact that he said goodbye, old friend or whatever, Alan was like, okay, see, that's progress. I think there's something in there. I'm gonna go, this is my time to save him. I'm gonna go do it. Because as much as Alan say he's gonna die, I think, he can't just die there. He wasn't gonna do that. So he's like, alright, this is the best I can do. I think this is a chance, so I gotta save him. So again, he's running. He runs to like the grunts with the guns, and it's stinging. So I'm like, why did they just use those regular ass guns to like hurt him, shoot him in the eye or something? Instead of they tried to crush him, big laser in the chest. I'm like, I don't know. Why don't you shoot him in the eye? Something. Because those guns were hurting him. And I don't know, the big stuff wasn't doing anything. So he eventually reached Battle Beast, and Battle Beast wasn't even restrained in his cell. So I think he must have went willingly because he was like, oh, they're strong opponents. He's like, yes. Would it be Viltrumites? He's like, yes. He's like, okay, sign me up. He's like, one, you can't hurt because he's my friend, but the other two, fair game. He's like, oh, nice. So Battle Beast is, he's a battle junkie, so they're like looking for him, and he's just killing the regular soldiers. Like, he lied to me. Nolan on the verge of death, and Battle Beast was about to fight Alan because he's like, man, you said there's gonna be Viltrumites. And then he learned like, oh, the execution room's below him, so they get into this fight. And I'm sorry for calling those dudes grunts. They actually can fight. My bad. And they get into a scrap. Battle Beast fighting too. And then while Alan's trying to free Nolan, the other one steps in, so he got to fight. And I knew Alan Naz was holding back. I'm like, there's no way. Now I think I don't think he was expecting that punch to hurt. Because like I said, he tanked. He was surprised by Anissa's punch not hurting or whatever, and then he just tanking one of her strongest hits, I guess. But those few hits, he was bobbing and weaving, but those hits that connected, that hurt, and I was like, whoa, that made him bleed. So there's like, oh, we gotta step up the velocity of the punch. So, and I was like, there's no way he's getting defeated this easy. I'm like, I refuse to believe it. And he was faking it. But Nolan thought he was dying, so he got free to fight. So it was 2-on-1. And Nolan's injured, so understand why he need to fight. They need to team up for one. But also, they're tough opponents because even Nolan struggled to beat the black dude on the bug planet. So yeah, there are people just as tough as Nolan, or might be stronger. But yeah, he was injured, so they need to team up. And again, Alan is still a rookie, and he's not a veteran in these fights. So yeah, dude was holding his own against both of them. And then more soldiers came, so that was bad. So like, all right, we got gunfire, and then we got Viltrumite to deal with. So Alan, dope fight scene. It was a crazy good fight scene. Alan busted up the hole in the ship, and then he's like, I hope Battle Beast could breathe. So to get rid of the soldiers, and then they basically Nolan got him in a headlock, and Alan beat the shit out of him, and then they did a bow fly to his face punch, and just exploded his head. Fatality. And Battle Beast, the other Viltrumite tried to fly away because I guess Battle Beast can't fly. So he was like, no, where are you going? He got his claws and stuck them into his chest, and like, nah, we about to fist fight. Like, now you can't get away on some Yu Yu Hakusho shit when Shinsuke was blocking all Yusuke's hits. So he wet his shirt and wrapped it around both of their arms. He's like, now you can't get away, and you can't do your fancy blocks. This is martial arts. Like, nah, this is street fighting. So he was just punching them. He couldn't do nothing. So they just having a slugfest because Battle Beast's claws is stuck in the Viltrumite's chest. He's like, oh, this is great. And they punch each other. And Nolan revealed a big bombshell, like, hey, no one's coming because we're spread thin. Like, there's only 50 pure blood Viltrumites. That's the biggest secret. So I guess when they go and conquer places, they use those places' armies that fall in line with them. They force them to fall in line because they're strong enough to conquer a planet, and they use those armies to invade when they don't need a couple Viltrumites to like really take over. Because all their life they just fought each other. Like, oh, you're too weak. Okay, so you deserve to live. So now they're down to only 50 pure bloods. Interesting. And then that's why they so picky on like who they have sex with too, to maintain the purity, I guess. That's why it's a crime to like inferior beings, what they consider inferior beings. But yeah, fantastic episode. Let me know your thoughts below. Peace.